We are live. Ooh-wee. All right. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. Analytics. Oh, we're live. This is weird. Let's see. All right. See if we'll get some people in here. First test of the live. Let's see. How do we do this? Am I live? I am live. Oh, we got some people in here. What's up, people? What's happening? Hopefully you guys are doing good. Just gonna talk about some random stuff with theme parks, you know? Feel free to enter the chat with any questions or anything like that. You know, this is the first one, so bear with me. Yeah, this is wild. I've never done this before, live on here, but on TikTok, yeah, we should go live on TikTok too. Why not? Let's see. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn that off real quick. All right. Sorry. Is everyone in here? Like, can people post in the chat? I'm not sure how this works. Is the chat working? Sorry, guys. This is my first time streaming, so I don't know how to do this, really. If you guys can hear me, hopefully you can hear me. I'm trying to, like, view my own post to see if you guys can hear me. Oh. We got some people in here. What's up, people? What's happening? Hopefully you guys are doing good. Just gonna talk about some random stuff with Yeah, so I don't know if you guys got any questions about you know, theme parks and that kind of stuff. I was gonna go over Velocicoaster, the whole debacle with what do you call it? The Spider-Man new ride. We're gonna go over that kind of stuff. But yeah, just kind of waiting for some people to pop in here. Seeing who we got. Oh wait, hold on. What am I doing? Do 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 do. Just kinda waiting on some people to join. It says we got 2 people. Who are y'all? Oh, it's probably me. Oh, okay, so it is working. Okay, good. Am I coming in clear? This is the weirdest thing ever. And yeah. It says we only got 2 viewers though, so I don't want to start anything until a couple more people get in here. Is this what people do? Do we just like chill out? What I should have done is set it up as like a timed thing and then be like, oh, it's what happens, you know, that kind of stuff. If you're just joining, welcome to the Let's Park It Thursdays live stream that we're just starting now. So yeah, welcome. Feel free to ask any questions at any time. We're probably going to go over a few things in a little bit. Just trying to get a few more viewers in here. See if we can chat with some more people. Because it looks like no one wants to listen to us right now. This is the weirdest thing ever. What is this doing? What are we doing? What's up, Isabel? Glad you're here with us. We're just waiting a little bit. We want to get some conversation going. So if you do have any questions, comments, concerns about anything that's been happening in the, the space of theme parks, feel free to ask. We're going to start getting going here in a second. We got some people flowing in. Welcome, everybody. If you've just be on mobile, don't know how to. Okay. Yeah, welcome everybody. What's up, theme park fan? How are you? Glad that you're here. Glad you all are here. We're gonna go over some stuff, do some Q&A, whatever we want, and roll with it. Talk about Velocicoaster, Spider-Man, the new how Disney's been, that kind of stuff. So we're just trying to figure it out. So this is my first live stream on YouTube, so bear with me, everybody. I'm gonna get TikTok going too. So we get some people over in TikTok from TikTok land. So appreciate you guys all being here. Here we go, TikTok. TikTok on the clock. What's up, everybody? Make sure to say hi in the chat. We're currently streaming from not only TikTok. What's up? We're doing a little live stream. We're also on YouTube and TikTok right now. We're doing a live stream. Going to talk about some theme parks. What's happening in the world of theme parks? What's up, everybody? If you're in the TikTok, make sure to head over to the live stream on YouTube. That's where we're at right now. So go in the links in the bio. Sorry, guys. This is going to be like a thing. We don't know what we're going to do yet. We're just waiting for a couple more people to get in here. So, yeah, we're going to start talking about some things and whatnot, especially Velocicoaster. So, everyone on TikTok, what's up? Everyone on YouTube, how's it going? Where's everybody from? Post it in the chat. We got to get this thing to the moon and back. That girl, yeah. So, if anyone didn't realize this or didn't see the news, some girl lost her legit hair, her wig on the Velocicoaster a couple days ago, and it was absolute madness. Like, the fact that you lost your hair and how crazy and hilarious that would be to have happen. I'm sure she was absolutely embarrassed, but a ride so scary that it that it makes people's hairs fall out. Yeah, I have been to Great Adventure out in New Jersey. Kingda Ka and El Toro are some of my favorite roller coasters ever. Theme park fan. Those are great coasters. But yeah, Velocicoaster is so scary that it literally will make you lose your hair. Also, TikTok fans, we are literally live on YouTube, so make sure to go in the comments or in the subscription or whatever you call it, the bio, and go check us over on YouTube because we're gonna be paying attention there. So make sure to go on over. Yeah, Great Adventure is a great adventure. It's a great park. I got my little tiki mug. Only cost me $45 on Oh, thank you so much for the love for the pineapple shirt. So if it does seem a little weird, I'm talking to TikTok and YouTube at the same time. Listen, guys, this is the first time I'm doing this, so bear with me. I'm sorry. TikTok, if you're listening to this, come on over to the YouTube channel. Links in the bio. YouTube, Put those questions down below. I want to get this thing rolling. I want to get some interaction going. Ask some questions. Otherwise, I'm just going to start blabbing. And once I start blabbing, well, I don't know, we're going to go for a couple hours then. Um, so I'll just start going on to um, Velocicoaster, actually, and the Velocicoaster and how it was. Oh, we got theme park takeover in here. What's up? This only cost an arm and a leg. Listen, one arm, one leg. And the thing is, they try to trick you because they're like, listen, look how big this cup looks. Okay, first off, here's a White Claw that I found in my car today. Don't ask me why I was there. It's like, okay, look I'm a normal cup, or I'm a huge cup actually. But guess what? Inside is just a normal cup. They get you with that. They're like, oh, it's $20 and you get this giant mug. But guess what? It's the same amount of alcohol. Psh, come at me, Universal. Tuh. Soarin' best ride ever. I don't know if it's the best ride ever, but it's a pretty good ride. And if you want to relive soaring every day of the week, TikTok, make sure to go to adventurecandlecompany.com and get yourself a soaring candle because this guy right here makes them. Shameless plug. Bing, 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 bing. But yeah, welcome YouTube. Welcome TikTok. We're all over the place. But yeah. Huh. This is pretty wild. I got people over here. Got people over here. So yeah, I'm gonna go over a Velocicoaster. So just gonna start going into it while I grab my drink here real quick. Sorry guys, I know this is probably boring, but we're just winging it. We're gonna try to do these every Thursday and be like theme park or let's park at Thursdays and just kind of go over the week's news, that kind of stuff. But we'll figure it out. You know, we'll see what's gonna happen throughout the weeks because there's a lot of stuff about to happen. So the best time of year to go to Universal Studios Florida. So I'm going to answer some questions because we do got questions coming from TikTok and we do have questions coming in from Facebook or YouTube now. The best time to go to Universal Studios Florida, honestly, my favorite time is to go in October. October is when it's not crazy hot, it's not crazy busy. Halloween Horror Nights is happening, so it's just a great time to just be at the parks, do whatever you need to do, and not have to worry about too many people are just being there. It's crazy. I don't know if it's going to be the same thing this year. However, October, it's usually a really good time. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out the camera situation. People say Full Throttle isn't the best, but I'm not a fan of that. Full Throttle out here in Magic Mountain, if you're talking about that, Magic Mountain... Full Throttle is fun, but it's definitely not the best. It's a really, really good coaster, but yes. So the RIP tour is amazing. So guys, we're talking, and TikTok decided to say stuff about RIP tour, and the RIP tour in Orlando during Halloween Horror Nights is one of the coolest experiences you can have. For a relatively reasonable price, you can literally have the entire park, like almost, even though everyone else is there, you feel like you have the entire park to yourself. So Halloween Horror Nights, if you guys don't know, is crazy packed. They fit 30,000 people in one night into those parks, and they just slam them in during the rest of the night. And some of the haunts have up to 3-hour long waits for one haunted house, and it's a conga line through the entire thing. So think about that. There's 8 to 10 haunted houses at Halloween Horror Nights, and they're doing 3 hours per haunted house. There's literally no way you could get through all those haunted houses unless you like go there early, and even then you won't get the same experience. So the RIP tour is this crazy tour where I think it's probably $250 extra on top of your ticket, but you get free food and you get a private tour guide that brings you around the entire park, and you get to go through all the haunts, front of the just walk right in, like here you go, just walk in, and so you get to go as many times as you want. Well, I'm sorry, you go through every haunt, you get front row seating for all the shows, you can go on any ride you want. They have private bars, they have all this crazy cool stuff that if you're only there for the weekend or you're there for one day or one night, you have to get an RIP tour at Halloween Horror Nights because there's no other way to like really do it to actually have fun. Um, and then when you finish your tour, if the park is still open, your ticket counts as a fast pass, so you can go and do more stuff. So it's well worth it. It's usually like $250 extra because you can do a non-private and a private. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyways, guys, if you guys are just joining, we're kind of doing this, random thing. We're streaming. We're doing some little lives going on. We got TikTok down here. We got YouTube up here. We're just answering questions, rocket fire, spitfire in and out. Having a good time. Got our crazy tiki drink over here, talking about Halloween Horror Nights and all the new stuff that's been happening because the world is changing and a lot of stuff is going on. So there are so many things. If there's any questions that you guys have right now, put them in the comments. If you want to know something about anything theme park, I'm usually pretty good at figuring something out or like making it up. Um, where'd I get this cup? This cup is from Isla Nubar. Bing at Jurassic World Land in Universal Studios Hollywood. Sorry, I just had like a little bit of a brain. Boop, boop. And this cup with the drink, I believe, if someone can correct me on what drink comes in this, I think it's Birds of Paradise or the Tiki Thai. It's a really sweet drink, and they charge you more for this specific cup, and you don't get any extra, but it's a cool cup, It's like, dum, 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 dum. I haven't been to Kings Island in Ohio. However, I am now an annual pass holder for Knott's Berry Farm, which means I get to go to all of the Cedar Fair like parks around the country. Yeah, and get to do whatever I want. We got Mouse Vibes in the chat. What's up? It's vibin'. Velocicoaster, how is it? And what are your thoughts? Okay, so theme park takeover. Good question. What were my thoughts pre Velocicoaster, or as the whole thing was going? What it was, the churro stand. That was like the inside joke. It was like a churro stand, right? And since it's Intamin who did it, we always knew that it was gonna be like a good. And I'm sorry if Intamin didn't do it. I'm pretty sure it was Intamin. If they did Hagrid's, and you already knew what was coming, you're like, okay, they nailed Hagrid's to the moon and back. It's one of the most. It's one of the coolest rides there really is that tells a story and is a roller coaster. It's got thrill. It's like one of those things where literally everyone can enjoy Hagrid's because there's exciting elements. It's not this crazy, hyper coaster that goes 0 to 1,000 in 2 seconds that only a few people want to ride, and no one cares about that. There are a few select people who do care, of course, but Hagrid's just rides this line on being this crazy adventure. So we have that. So Velocicoaster, same company, but we knew they were going to step it up a little bit. Like they weren't just going to make it's Velociraptors, it's Jurassic World. You weren't going to make uh, a lame ride really. So I was super stoked to see it happen, and then somebody online came out with like in Planet Coaster came out and did this crazy 3D experience, which I think so my conspiracy brain thinks that they literally did that on purpose to like build up hype. And then they released it. No, they didn't. They did it on purpose. So I was super stoked on that, and then I wrote it, and I was blown away. What you expect versus what you ride are two different things. There's certain elements that you think are going to happen, but they totally completely pull you off in a different way. There's different okay, so if you're not a coaster fan or a coaster nerd, there's things called like ejector seat, like ejection. So basically like when it goes over, it kind of like whips you up like that and you kind of like fly out of your seat. And that to me is one of my favorite things on a roller coaster. And there's places in the Velocicoaster that you didn't know you were gonna get it. You get ejected sideways like this, and it's crazy. So long story short, it definitely went above and beyond my expectations. However, with all of that being said, Hagrid's as a keeping it like rewritability, 1000% Hagrid's all day long. But Velocicoaster is one of the best coasters on the planet, hands down. So there you go. Sorry guys, that was a long-winded answer. How many rides have I been on? I don't. That's a good question. I couldn't tell you TikTok. Um, a lot. I mean, I've been on the studio tour probably 1,000 times already, just because it's next door to me. If I could design any maze for HHN, which movie would you model it on? I wouldn't model it on a movie because HHN is really good at their IP or at their original ideas, and not their IPs. So, um, if I could do it any movie though, that's a good question because I do love the '80s vibe. Um, so something that brings back the new wave retro. Cause so Halloween Horror Nights 2 3 years ago they did an all '80s Halloween Horror Nights what do you call it, like new wave retro soundtrack to the entire park, and it was the best thing ever, and it was all based off of like '80s IPs and that kind of stuff, and it was the coolest thing of all time, and it felt like I was walking into like my playground. So I wanted to really just like I want to relive that. But so like the guest, you're next. We actually discussed this in someone else's chat, and I forget who was talking about it, but all of those things, those like bringing it back, those slasher films with that old Carpenter soundtracks, like The Thing and that kind of stuff, but make it like '80s, like retro '80s. That's the kind of haunt that I want. I want to give it new twist on old '80s cheesy horror movies with those Carpenter sounds to it. But yeah, sorry, I'm diverging. Um, yeah, we got some people in here. What's up, everybody? This is fun. I'm gonna have to do this all the time. So, actually, now I'm gonna ask y'all a question. So, TikTok, if you're just joining us, we're doing some Q&A for theme parks. YouTube, what's up? Welcome, welcome. So Disneyland, we're open, right? DCA with the new Avengers campus is opening on the 4th, whatever day it is. It's a couple weeks. It's like coming up really soon. So they just announced, Disney just announced, hey, we got a new ride opening. It's a Spider-Man shoot 'em. You know, you got these, you shoot 'em up, that kind of stuff. It's gonna be pretty cool from everything that I see and hear. You actually, it's like hand gestures and you shoot out webs and this crazy stuff. But Disney was like, yo, y'all like to play video games? Well, there's this thing called like downloadable content, which you're gonna microtransaction you. We're probably gonna use that, but do it in IRL. So in order for you to do better at the ride, which is a game, you have to pay to play. So not only do you have to pay to play, they said we're going to give you two options. Actually, a bunch of options, but one, you can buy the like glove extender thing that'll give you 3 webs first. And then if you want even more, you got to pay extra to be your favorite superhero. So my question to the chat, did Disney do us dirty? What are your thoughts on this whole pay-to-play thing? Do you think it's a toxic idea that's going to ruin a lot of things in the future? The rewritability type of situation, there's a lot of, for me, toxic. I give them props, like, yo, business 101, like, that is amazing. Popcorn buckets, that kind of stuff. But what are your thoughts? And then I'll go into my thoughts. So the question is, do you think Disney's decision to make purchases for a ride, is that a good or a bad thing? Put it in the chat. I'm gonna drink my drink while you guys answer these questions. Or not. I'll just keep going. I don't know how long the chat takes to like update, so I might just be talking about my beehole. Okay, Mouse Vibes. I know where you're coming from, but $65? No, no, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you why. And I respect your opinion, but so a wand at Harry Potter World interactive. If I don't buy a wand or if I buy a wand, the experience can be had no matter what. I can go to Harry Potter World. I can have an amazing time. I don't need a wand. If I want to go anywhere else, I like if I want a lightsaber, I don't need to go to I don't need a lightsaber in Star Wars land. I can get one. I can have a fun time. But now Disney says in order for you to do better in this ride, you need to pay more. You need to pay to play. So that's already a disadvantage to everyone else who's playing. And it's if that thing interacted with the land or did something else, then maybe I could see it being more of a go-to thing. But I think Disney is doing us dirty by having this feature of if you want to experience more, click the little upgrade button. Um, that to me, and it's business, and I understand that, but I don't think that it's right. Who is keeping score on Disney rides? So many people. How competitive is Toy Story Mania? It is crazy competitive. You get to see who you did better than. So now all of a sudden, because Jimmy's mom, has a ton of money and bought him the Space Ranger Cadet, upgrade for $60, he does better than the average person. And Disneyland is already so expensive. So on top of $200 for a park hopper ticket, Disney wants us to spend $60 for one ride. For one ride. And you can't even reuse it. Why? Because annual pass holders aren't a thing. Can I drop this mic? Can I drop this? How do I do that? So, wait, what is this? Nothing is showing up. I think that is very toxic. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad you guys agree. If you guys are on TikTok, make sure to head over to the YouTube. We're streaming on there. I just think it's going to be, like Michelle says, it's a slippery slope. And I'm not sure if I enjoy where that's going to go. I don't think it's a fun thing. But, you know what? Let's talk about some more fun stuff. I'm going to drink my drink real quick. Well, frick. Flippity doo dah day. Zippity doo dah, flippity doo. I'm going to see if TikTok's got any questions. TikTok, you got any questions? Any theme park stuff? Otherwise, I'm going to go into some other stuff here real quick. So, also, Mouse Vibes, I'm glad you're here watching me just do whatever. Definitely going to have to schedule these more in order to get I see what you guys do. I see how you play it. And then keep a schedule and more of a, timeline. Just kind of did it all willy-nilly here. Alright, so let's talk about Disney opening day and how it went versus how I thought it was going to go. Disney opening day went relatively smoothly compared to how I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to be an all-out mess. We got down there. We got a hotel right next door, so it was easy. And honestly, it was super cheap. Um, that was really fun. That was super easy. Getting into the line wasn't even hard. Actually, that line was ridiculous. And we all who I know people in here, um, that line was like wrapped around 14 football fields. That was crazy. However, and I know y'all can contest to this, that line moved crazy fast. So it's also goes to show you how fast and great Disney can be at being like, what do you call it? Like, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Efficient. Like when like they just you ran through that line. But then again, everyone's going to Disneyland, and we went to DCA, which was the right move. And I feel like the next move for the fourth is going to be going to Disneyland first and then DCA. But I feel like with all the new stuff happening, that day sadly might be a little bit of a bummer. I don't think that day is going to be as fun as we think it's going to be. Um, one ride from Fantasyland that has got to go. What rides are in Fantasyland? Because I'll tell you what, all of them. I mean, Fantasyland rides. Sorry, guys. What's the list? This doesn't change my. Like, I'm still streaming. I'm not streaming my. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. I don't know the list of Fantasyland rides, which I should. Can I just get a list of Fantasyland rides? Okay. Fantasyland rides. Current attractions. Oh, Lord. Where do I begin? Do you really want this answer? Do you really want this answer? Mouse vibes? Because this is a bad answer. Um, if I had to choose one Fantasyland ride that has to go, oh, this is gonna piss off some people. Matterhorn. Get rid of it. And I know, OMG, it's a staple. It's gonna ruin the vibe. Oh, OMG. Blah, 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 blah. Like, it's a mountain that's 70 years old. Put something else in it. It breaks everyone's back. It's not fun. Like, the Disney's tried to upgrade it a couple times, and they're still like, oh, you guys like having your back broken? So, that's cool. Um, Mr. Toad needs to be upgraded too. Actually, that whole entire land could be demolished, and I wouldn't care. Um, ooh, that's right. Like, come on. We got Matterhorn, Peter. Okay, here's another thing. What's up? First time Disney Adventure Vlog. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Glad you're here. Um, this is our first time too doing this. So first time watching, first time streaming. You know, um, how did you get home so early? I don't know what you're. Who is this on? What are you talking about, TikTok? I've been home. Um, so welcome Disney Adventure Vlogs. To the stream. We're just talking about some theme park stuff and whatnot, and having a good old time. Having got my little cocktail going. So the same question to everybody else. What's the one Fantasyland ride that you would get rid of? Pride Rock? No, just tear it down. I don't. I have no emotional connection to that mountain, um, nor that ride. But I have some connections to that ride, and it's mostly painful. Uh, oh, how did I get home so early from Universal? I was only at Universal. Sorry, I'm talking. If you're on YouTube, I'm talking to TikTok. Leave the mountain alone. You know what? I'm gonna get a T-shirt. My new merch is gonna be take the mountain down, and then it's gonna be dash, suck it, mouse vibes. Oh, I'm watching the Oh, that was good. That was a good one. I'm gonna make that merch. Storybook Canals and Casey Jr. You know, I couldn't even tell you if I know what. Oh, the Circus Train. I've never been on that. I have no. I don't have a small child. Why would we? Why would you go on that? Oh, the Beauty and the Beast expansion would be amazing. Especially since they did that over at Universal Studio or Universal Studios. This my brain always thinks of Universal Studios. They did that in Japan, I think. Is it Japan? And it looks so good. Yeah. So, um, now we're on to the next. Oh, we should probably put this in a cup. Sorry, guys. We're just trying to. Here's a question. When do you think non-Californians can visit Disneyland? I also heard that some non-Californians are risking it by visiting. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure we non-Californians already can. Someone in the chat probably knows more than I do about that, but they aren't checking IDs, so you can definitely go. Um, if you want to sneak in and that kind of stuff. They didn't check. They don't check nothing. I think what Disney did with the non-Californian thing was, of course, you want to be safe. You don't want people. You didn't want everyone flocking to California all of a sudden. Oh, not at Disneyland. Okay, so at Universal you can, correct? So, but they're not checking IDs. They just didn't want everyone to flock to California. They wanted to cover their own butts, but they're not checking nothing. I mean, not a thing actually, because your credit card could be from wherever it could be, and they're not. They didn't check anything. So yeah, you could come if you wanted to. Just make sure you got you'd be safe. You know that kind of stuff. Yeah. What's up in the Let's Park It TikTok? We're just chatting about Disneyland today. We're also on YouTube streaming, so click that link. If you guys have any questions, feel free to add them. We're about um, we're about 37 minutes into this. We didn't get going until like 10 minutes in, then everyone started popping in. Um, so yeah, well, glad you're here. This is crazy. Y'all just watching me? Bunch of weirdos. That's what I think. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. All right. So, what else can we talk about? We got plenty to talk about. We did Velocicoaster. We got HHN coming on. We got Avengers Campus. Oh, I didn't even go into um, more of opening day of Disney. So Disney was opening day was, like I said, relatively smooth. We went to DCA and literally like cracked out what, all of the rides before noon. Easy. It was so easy. It was dead. We did Cars twice. We did Incredicoaster twice. OMG, would you ride this wild ride? Like we did all of the rides like twice, and ate at Lamplight Lounge, which after not being at the parks for so long and then having to pay for the entire price of the ticket, eating at Lamplight Lounge hurt. Like it wasn't. When I used to have an annual pass, I would go in and just spend money, just hand over fist, go down for the day, boom, 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 done. Just whatever it is. But when you have to pay for that ticket, and you have to like, and I know Mouse Vibes, if you're still in here, we've talked about that before. Like you kind of got to fit everything into the one day, so you don't want to miss out on anything and buy things or like waste time at certain places. So really, when like you have to, it just hurts more. It really does sting. It does definitely. You realize how much Disney costs, and if you're there for like a weekend, man, you're spending so much money. Like it is, they are a money making machine, and I really do miss the annual passes, and I hope they bring them back soon. And then we don't get really. I hope we're good. We're in a hurting for a bruise. What's that? Okay, let me look at this. Oh, and I got a Disneyland job site. They're hiring for attractions now, and if they're hiring now, can they increase capacity? increased capacity is already up to 35%. However, that doesn't mean 35% ride capacity, which is the big bummer. So just because the capacity is up in the parks doesn't necessarily mean there's more capacity on the rides, which ultimately right now is leading to longer wait times. Every park, every park in the United States, especially California, is packed. Um, Extremely packed. Once noon happens at a park, you literally can't ride anything unless you have a fast pass. It is insane. When I was at Universal Studios today, um, when I left, it was 110 minutes to go on Jurassic World. But if you go right away in the morning, you can re-ride that thing a couple times. They're like, but once 1 o'clock hits at every park, it's 60-minute waits for literally everything. Six Flags, Knott's Berry Farm, all the major parks here in California are crazy. California or the parks in Florida, excuse me, are just as bad. So it's gonna be a long road. But yeah, to answer your question, they have been increasing capacity, Disney vlogs or Disney Adventure vlogs. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a better time. It actually, I think, has worsened. And I think we got our Disney trip when they first opened. That might have been one of the best days to go. Um, oh, someone on TikTok says Jesus loves me. Oh, appreciate you, Jesus. Jesus. Love you too. So yeah, it is so stressful to get down there and just like enjoy the day because you know you have to get these things in because you don't know when you're going to come back. And yeah, that is a privilege that we have as annual pass holders because you always knew you could just go again. And definitely, like, listen, Disney's not a right. It's not a right. But when you take away like a million people's annual passes, it definitely stings a lot. So it was one thing to do that. What Disney parks trend do you hate on? What Disney parks trend do I hate on the most? Well, I don't know. I think the Disney gangs, especially at Disneyland, are ridiculous, and but I understand it. Like you want to be a part of something, but like y'all, it's like 90 degrees in California. Why are you wearing a giant coat with 1,000 buttons on it? Like, come on. But like, what Disney trends are you in particular about? Because also the people who get like, I understand Dapper Day. Dapper Day is awesome. That's the reason why it's called Dapper Day. It's not called Dapper every time you go. Like people are dressed to the freaking nines sometimes at Disney, or I shouldn't say sometimes, all the times. And I'm like, what are you all like? Yeah, I get it. But in Dapper dressing versus Disney bounding are two separate things. Because Disney bounding, you can just dress up in different colors and be a character, and you're still having fun. You're not, going to the nines. But then these people show up in like like the giant hoop skirt things from like the 1920s or like the 1890s, and you're like, first off, you're not getting on any ride. Like you're just there to like walk around and kind of get like looked at. Like I don't understand that whole thing. Also, another trend that's been happening at Disney parks is the Toontown fighting. Not really on board about that. That was a joke. Um, yeah. So, have you ever been to Universal Studios? Yes, I have. Thanks for I'm on TikTok right now. Thanks for the love. Oh, we're gonna go on TikTok. We got some questions on TikTok. Okay, here we go. We got Rise of the Resistance review. All right, this one's easy. But Mouse Vibes, listen up, because I know you're a Star Wars hater. And Tetris isn't in here, but, if he was a fan, he would be, but I guess not. Um, Rise of the Resistance review. All right, here we go. I haven't had an experience on another ride that has topped the full experience that is Rise of the Resistance. Um, Now, don't get me wrong, there are other better rides. Like Hagrid's is amazing and that kind of stuff, but Rise of the Resistance, when you, especially if you hit the time because of the boarding passes that you're able to get there, to like, so it's a smooth, fluid, you never have to wait situation, which I've done a couple times, especially even in opening. I didn't have to wait at all. You roll up to the first experience where you get like, they're like, all right, get in here, get in here, get in here, and you get to see BB-8 and Ray, and you have that. Then you get onto the you board, you go outside, then go into that different section, and then you board a plane, like the passenger transport, and then you go into a whole different land, and you're transported in, and then there's rows of stormtroopers, and then all of a sudden you're in like you're in. Oh my god, I just that experience is one of the craziest experiences I've ever had. It is an 18-minute experience, and it's not a ride. Rise of the Resistance isn't a ride. It's an experience. And if you have to look at it that way, because there are better rides. When you get to the ride aspect, it's really, really fun, and it's really awesome, but it's not the best ride. It is the best overall experience any theme park has ever done, ever. That's it. And I'm so excited for the future of these experiences because I think you're going to see this interactivity, this storytelling element that they put into the movies, but you're going to see it into the more ride elements. You're going to see full immersive experiences that just transcend the next level of entertainment, really. So, with that being said, Rise of the Resistance is amazing. Not the best ride, but the best experience. Um, so yeah, what's up? why why didn't I want to talk to me? Oh, I'm sorry. You got the cut from Universal Studios. Yes, I did. Um, oh, we got some trolls in here. I like your wig. Perfect. Yeah, me too. It fits really well. All right. Do you think Disney would ever redress Rise, as in like change it up into something else? Is that what you're trying to say, Mouse Vibes? Also, actually, no. There, I think that's gonna be through and through. That's gonna stay there for a long time. I understand why they went the route of the new trilogy rather than introducing Chewbacca, like, or not Chewbacca. Chewbacca's in there, but like Darth Vader. No, I don't think they're gonna do that. And this is so. Here's why: the younger generation is more growing up with Kylo and not Darth Vader. That's just how it is. The problem that happens with Disney people, with me, I'm one of them, is we like to view the world with rose-colored glasses. We like to view the world in nostalgia glasses. The things that were brought up as a child, we love the most. That's why nostalgia is such a huge money bringer in any industry. And now we're the 30-year-olds who grew up on the 80s, who our parents also taught us that Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. But guess what? We're now in the generation where the teens are living on Kylo. That's what they're growing up on. This is the new next generation that they're building up on. And yeah, you know what? They kind of screwed up be a Star Wars fan all you want. They kind of screwed up the trilogy because of directorial differences. But they were building it up for the next generations to enjoy it. And if you base your whole IP off of the generations before that, then it will bring in money, but it's not progressing the entire Star Wars universe. They had to bring in certain characters, Hondo, uh, Oga's Cantina. They had to bring all that stuff in order for it to be its own thing. They were going to bring in the next generation. Disney isn't thinking about 10 years from now. Disney's thinking 30 to 40 years from now, and what the generations beforehand will like and not like. So I think really what's happening is, well, I mean, you're just gonna have to. Oh, sorry, I got caught up on this comment. I'm not going back to Disneyland until they build a Giga. No one cares about Giga coasters. They're boring. They suck. I'm sorry, Matt, but oh wait, but like Giga coasters are nothing to write home about. I think they're boring. Um, you could build a coaster that's 1,000 feet tall, and if it feels like just going down a mountain, and then you get some airtime, no one cares. No one cares. It's the worst thing ever. I'm sorry. I don't care about Giga coasters and going into the nerd coaster technologies. But anyways, to bring it back, um, I forget where I was going with this. It was something about Disneyland. They're never gonna redress it because they're thinking 30 years from now, and because and that's another thing. Disney adults are the worst for Disney. Like Disneyland's fans are the worst people for Disney because we have a self-entitled opinion about the rides that we yearn for from our youth that need to be updated. Don't get rid of this ride because I grew up on it. Well, guess what? It's 70 years old and you're not the new generation anymore. You're not the generation that's going to enjoy it and then bring their kids to it. So let's bring the new stuff. We know what Disney can do. Project Theme Park, about damn time. Gigas are so overrated. Like, give me an RMC any day. Eject me out of that. We got Grant in the building. We got my Universal support in the building now. Oh yeah, we're on. Sorry everybody in the TikTok. I've started ignoring you. Are you going to Disneyland tomorrow? No, I'm not going to Disneyland tomorrow. When are you back at Universal? I think Project Theme Park and Mouse Vibes probably might be going to Universal Studios tomorrow, so make sure to check them out. I think I might go to Knott's tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Or maybe I'll go to Universal Studios. Who knows? We'll find out in the morning. Six Flags is kind of my people. Well, I mean, oh, will I drop 2K in a Disneyland pass? In a heartbeat. That's the sad part. Is I'm still a part of that. I will. I will drop 2K on an annual pass. And Park Hopper Episode 3. I don't know. Ask Project Theme Park. We're riding Mummy from 9 to 12. Like, wait. You're riding Mummy from 9 to 12 as in, like, you're riding it over and over from 9 to 12? Alright, we're almost... Oh. Oh. I mean... Okay. I hope you go live for that. No, don't go live for that, because the Mummy has point... Like, everyone wants everyone to go live on the Mummy, but then they realize, oh, I can't see anything anymore. Because it's a dark ride. Like, come on now. I'm not gonna lie. I could sit here and just talk garbage about everything Universal, um, for like hours. I kind of wish we all had like a four-way chat going on. Wouldn't that be cool if we all had like boop 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 little things going on? Um, I'm glad you all are here. Appreciate y'all. Mouse Vibes done got the same idea. I've been pondering. Well, you know what? Let's all just show up tomorrow and do it. I will win because I have a fast pass, so I got one extra. Oh my god, a studio tour marathon would be awful. I've never liked Universal. It's always so crowded. Riding studio tour all day. No, Flight of the Hippogriff all day is the next video, just so you all know. Wait 45 minutes for a 30-second. Okay, here's a question. How mad would you be if you waited 45 minutes for Flight of the Hippogriff? Oh, yo. First off, Michelle, that comment for Grant, he can't answer that question. He can't. Did we just get theme park shamed? From who? Me? Did I say something? Um. Oh. What was I gonna say? Oh, it was really good too. I forgot. It was. Oh, the studio tour guide I had today was simply amazing. I must have been new and been like, I'm gonna try and like, see, there it is. I see it in the chat. He got that Only Parks chat going on. He's like, he Grant was on the Only Parks chat. Universal was a ghost town pre-pandemic for a whole year. Yeah, it was. Universal was a ghost town. I would literally roll up and just ride everything without a fast pass. It was amazing. Oh snap. All right, what do we got? We got TikTok still got some people in it. What's up, TikTok? How you been? Where's all my besties at? Listen, he's got the parks only. You know, that's the new thing going on. Oh, we just got like 3 follows on TikTok. That's random. All right, sweet. What's up, TikTok? All right, we need some more questions. Last question. One more question, and we're gonna end this because we're almost at an hour, and I'm almost out of a drink. Let's hear it. Someone give me a question. I have a theory. Please say hi to. Nope, not gonna. What's your favorite ride at any park? What was the maximum capacity? How are you doing? I'm doing great. Yeah, the food. No, not for Knott's. I don't have a food pass for Knott's, but the food pass at Six Flags is amazing. Have you guys seen that they appear to be taking down the cabin? Oh yeah, so that is the cabin from a bunch of amazing movies. I don't know what they're doing with that. If they are actually taking it down or if they're just refurbishing it. They did cut down the trees. Okay, so you heard the rumor that Diagon Alley. I just don't know how they would get down there. Think about that. Also, that whole area is heavily used for filming still. So I don't know how they would get down there. I just think yeah, I don't think they're gonna demo it. They just used that house for filming like last year. Well, not last year, a couple weeks ago. So I don't know. I don't. I just. How do you get down to that area of the park? While I would love for them to be Diagon Alley, I just think they would create a whole other gate for that. They wouldn't. They would have to. Like, how do you get down there? You're already going 30 ways in order to get to the lower lot. Like, it does stink to get to the lower lot. So how do you get all the way over there? That's a whole other journey. They would have to carve out so much in order to get down there. Um oh yeah, that food etc place is awesome. I do wish the sushi was on the uh the food pass. I don't understand why it's not, but cuz I do want to try theme park sushi sometime. They're not going to demo Fast and Furious. That thing is around for at least 20 years. What's my favorite ride at any park? Hmm. This is a TikTok question. What's my favorite ride of any park? It's a hard one. I think my number one winner right now of any ride at any park probably is Hagrid's. It's not Velocicoaster. Um, yeah, it's all TikTok. I think it's Hagrid's. I think Hagrid's is like legit the number one rewritability type of situation going on. Um, it's pretty fun. Can you ride Mummy? Hey, can you ride Mummy? Okay, we're at an hour, and I have to go to the bathroom. So we're going to cut it there. Well, guys, thank you for being a part of the first random chat, whatever. Glad you guys were here. Um, yes, thank you, Mouse Vibes. I think we're gonna do this next week, but also have some topics to really talk about. Dinos in the chat. Dinos in the chat. um, so yeah, make sure to comment, subscribe, like, smash that like button. Blah blah blah. Oh, Mummy 9 to 12 tomorrow. Maybe I'll show up. But I have things at Knott's. We'll see. We'll see. Also, too, like, you never know how many of these start to get going. But, guys, thank you for being here. We do appreciate it. Yeah, we have to do a whole combo thing. Yeah, we also need to do the unpopular opinions where we all fight and have a WrestleMania. That's what we need to do. Wait, hold on. You know what? Before you guys leave, how was the stream? Was the quality good? Do I need to change anything? Like as far as like quality wise, was it like laggy? Did anything? Is it pixelated? Anything like that? Let me know in the chat right now. Let me know in the chat. It's okay. I don't know if okay means great, bad. What does it mean? I also have to eat dinner. 720 vibes. Okay, so I have to up the bit rate. Alright. It's the first time. I didn't, like... It looks HD. Okay, so I think next time I'm going to up the bit rate a little bit because I am using OBS on this. So, for all you nerds out there. Okay, well, I'm out of here. Peace out. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, smash that like button. Love you all. And as always, let's park it.